We're living. We've only been here for just over 2 years. My wife and my son are going to be here. We have 5 kids, but we lived over across these grass fields over there. And the night before the fire, there was just like crazy winds. And I woke up. We didn't expect it. We didn't know. We just had a lot of wind about it. And I woke up because I heard all this like banging and clanging. And it was my second oldest daughter. She had collected a whole bunch of cans and like glass bottles. She was even like walking the neighborhood asking neighbors for like cans that she could sell. And they were in bags and they were just like being blown all over the side of the house. And so it was just like so loud. So we woke up around 2 or 3 and I was like putting all that stuff away. And the power went out. And then that next morning we had like no power and the wind was just so wild. Like people's roofs were just completely, all the shingles just getting blown off. And so I just stayed at home that morning and we didn't have any power. And then eventually like we lost like around midday, we lost cell phone service and like Wi-Fi and all of that. And there was some smoke in the distance, and we had heard that morning that there was a fire up there, which is really typical during that time of year. And out here, people don't expect it, but this area is kind of like a desert. So Lahaina area gets very little rain. You go 20 minutes that way, and it's like a rainforest again. And we go up the mountain, super wet, but down in here, it's really dry. And so these storms, there was a huge storm like 500 miles away, and we were just getting all the wind. And it was coming off the mountain. I think they later clocked it in. I don't know if it was 100-mile-per-hour winds, but it was like, at least 70, 80-mile-per-hour winds. And I remember that morning, there was like one boy, a neighborhood boy, was like just in the road, kind of walking. He was like 5 or 6, and he would always come over to our house and play. And he was just kind of like going like this, and he had like a windbreaker on. He was just letting the wind blow him. He was basically getting blown down the road. Like, oh my gosh.